Hey everybody, this is Mike with the One Stop Co-op Shop, and today I'm doing a play and review of Fliptoons, and disclaimer that I got a review copy of this one. And if you like the content on the One Stop Co-op Shop, consider supporting us through Patreon. You get early access to our videos and exclusive videos every month you can't see anywhere else. You can also listen to our weekly podcast for reviews and design discussions, or join the conversation and say hi on our Discord. So Fliptoons is a super fast, super fun, I'll kind of give away my thoughts here, I really like this one, a competitive game for up to 4 players. It's very random, but also has a lot of cool combos to discover. And it has a solo mode, which is what I'll be showing you today, but then I will also do a review on competitive and solo at the end. So you have these 5 cards that you lay out. They show the prices in ascending order of the cards that'll be underneath them, and you build the market out. Well, actually, sorry. First, for solo, I'm going to take 20 cards. This is for basic difficulty, off the top of the deck, and discard them to make a much leaner deck. And that is my timer for the game. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be flipping these cards from my deck until I get about 6 of them, although things can adjust that, and adding up the fame points they generate, and then I'll use those fame points in each round to buy better cards and to cull cards from my deck. That's the entire gameplay. And in the competitive game, when anybody reaches 30 fame in a single round, that triggers the end of the game. You play one more round, and the highest fame in that round wins. In the solo play, you just have to reach 30 once. But you have to do that with this timer ticking away, because when the deck runs out, you lose. So to build the actual market, we'll flip cards. Here we go. And I'm going to look at the rank value. This is generally the strength of each card. So like the cat is a 14, the alligator is a 15. And I'm going to order them in ascending value, so that the theoretically best card is worth the most, and the theoretically worst card is worth the least. And then I just go into my first round. I don't get to buy any of these cards yet. And this part is very simple. You shuffle up your deck. At the beginning of the game, it's only 6 cards, and you flip them in 2 rows of 3 cards each, so 6 card spots. Now, as the game goes on, I'll have more than 6 cards in my deck, so I might not actually get to flip all my cards. But for now, I got a caterpillar, a bee, another caterpillar, a snail, and a dragonfly. So let's freeze on these starting cards for a second. The caterpillar has a 0 rank. All these starting cards do. That 2 value to the right of the 0 is how many cards are in a standard player's deck. Except in solo, you start with 3 caterpillars instead of 2, because you replace another card called a skunk that cares a lot about what the other players are doing, and there aren't any other players. It has a 0 fame value, that green coin at the bottom, and it has a special ability, as most cards do. In this case, it says it costs 3 to dismiss this, cull it out of your deck, instead of 5. So even though caterpillars are terrible and are worth 0, they are easier to get rid of. Then I've got a bee and a snail worth 1 and 2 respectively. And finally, a dragonfly who's worth 1 for each adjacent face-up card. Sorry, unique adjacent face-up cards, so different ones. So snail and caterpillar makes him worth 2, 4, 5. I've got 5 fame to spend. And you mark that just by doing that kind of a thing. So let's look at our options we can actually afford. Just a goat and one of the 2 camels. The goat's worth 1, but 50% of the time, if he ends up in the upper row, he'll be worth 4. The camel's worth 2, but if no other player or the market has more camels than you, he'll be worth 4. And you can tie for that bonus, so if this camel's here but no other camels come out, I still get it. So sure, for my 5, I will buy the camel. And that's one of my 2 market actions, okay? And I have 1 fame left. I can't afford anything else, but if I did, I could take 1 more action. And besides buying people, the other action you can take is to dismiss, cull cards from your deck. It costs 5 to get rid of a regular card, but again, caterpillars are 3. So if I had had 3 left instead of 1, I could have ditched one of these. But I didn't, so they're going to get shuffled in with the camel. Now I have 7 cards in my deck, really hoping I draw the camel since he's clearly worth the most out of everybody. Oh, and by the way, you can only cull cards that are face up after the end of the round. You can't cull things that are hiding in your deck and never got drawn. Okay, now we do a bit of cleanup. We fill in the row and we reorder everything. So this rooster is a 13 rank. But in solo, you then get rid of the 2 extreme cards, the highest and the lowest, and you fill in and reorder again, which is going to be your timer again, because even if I'm not buying anything, the deck is still going to be slowly running out. All right, let's see if we can draw the K. There's the camel. And stop drawing caterpillars, though. I don't want them. All right, we didn't get the dragonfly. So we've got 4, 5, 6, 7 this time. So we could just buy another camel. We could buy the ostrich or the butterfly, or actually both. Or we could buy the ostrich or butterfly and also cull one of our caterpillars, which I do kind of like the idea of. Ooh, even better, I forgot about this butterfly. She gets me 2, and when hired, you may dismiss a caterpillar for 0 money. Seems like that's the play, but let's look at the ostrich. Ostrich is a 1, and stack the next revealed card on this card. which actually, honestly, is a pretty amazing ability. Stacking is one of the keywords you'll see a lot. What it means is when the ostrich comes out, the next card I flip goes on top of her, but you still keep all of the special abilities and everything of the former ostrich. So it basically gets you more than 6 spots to put your people out. Although, important to note, with these kind of abilities, if she's the last one out, then I don't get to reveal another card because I'm already at my max of 2 rows of 3, so her ability would not trigger. But yeah, it doesn't really make sense to even think about it. Let's get a butterfly, which lets me call a caterpillar for free. I do keep my dismiss cards over here because some other cards will care about it. And I've got 1 action and 3 fame of my 7 left. I will call another caterpillar. Again, that would usually cost 5, but for caterpillars, it only costs 3. And this is great. Now I've got exactly 6 cards again, but going to definitely get me more fame than last time. All right, so we refill. There's a dog. Ostrich and cat go away, which is too bad because I would have been fine actually buying either of those. And we get another camel. That sucks because now they have more camels than I do. So when my camel gets flipped, he will only be worth 2 instead of 4. Might have to buy one of those just to get my bonus back. Yep, there he is. I mean, this doesn't really matter much except, hey, that was good. I was going to say except for the dragonfly maybe landing next to more people. Okay, so camel's worth only 2. He doesn't get his bonus. 3, 5, 3 unique cards this time around the dragonfly. So 8 and 10. So I can get the dog, he's worth 0, but if there's at least 1 dog in the market or any other player's grid, he's worth 5. Pretty terrible in solo, I gotta say. In competitive, he's a little bit better. 2 camels, we know about them. Or I could afford the elephant. So he himself has the cannot be flipped little row there, which means that other cards that flip can't flip him. And he's worth 7, which is crazy, but look at his power. I have to flip the previous place card unless it has a cannot be flipped ability, which none of my cards currently do. So he's worth a ton, but he would probably tank one of my other cards. And I also don't love that I'm not getting the camel bonus. So the elephant, I'm a little scared of him. I'm going to get this, I mean, it doesn't matter which one. I'm going to get this camel for 4. Then I've got 6 left to cull. Okay, I'm going to do something a little weird. The caterpillars are always cheaper, so I'm actually going to call the bee for 5 instead of the caterpillar for 3, even though it is taking away 1 of the fame I'll earn next round, because often 1 fame won't make that much of a difference in the grand scheme of things, and that way later it'll be cheaper for me to call that other caterpillar. All right, and we fill back in. There's a goat. Good, so get out of here, dog. I didn't want you anyway. Oop, a deer and a rabbit. We'll look at them if we can afford them. Okay, camel is worth their value now, especially with that other camel helping me out. That's right, I get every card. So camel's 4, 8, 2 unique, 10, 12, 14. So now I can afford everyone except the deer. Let's look at the new ones. Goat we already know about. Rabbit is amazing. If a lot of rabbits come out, or if you get people that flip cards, like the elephant, you can stack this card on the first rabbit or face down card in your grid. So not quite as easily stackable as that, ostrich? But there were 3. So yeah, what if I do get the elephant now, and then call the caterpillar, then I can get the rabbit, which is going to combo decently well with the elephant, and maybe some other rabbits will come out. Seems reasonable. So again, I had 14, I'll spend 10 and 3, and I'll hope my elephant comes out first, because then he won't flip anybody. All right, and we get a horse, and we get another oh, wait, no, what am I doing? We don't get anybody else yet. Goat and deer are gone. Then we get another cat, and we get another ostrich. All right. Because, yeah, it'll be super lucky if the elephant is first, because then he won't flip. Nope. Hopefully he flips somebody weak at least. Although, okay. Oh, and he's going to flip the butterfly, because he flips the previous card unless it has a cannot be flipped ability like he himself does. Okay, so 4, 6, 10, 11, because it's face-up adjacent cards, so that took away more points than I thought. 18. And so I could go to the max this time, although I would like to call something. What's the cat do? He cannot be dismissed, but he can be flipped. And, ooh, he gets +1 for each starting card in my dismissed area, which is already +4, so he's a 5 minimum. That's not bad. How about the horse? When hired, discard any number of cards in the market and refill, and he's a 4, whereas the cat would be a 5, but he could get up to a 6 or 7. We already know the rabbit is good. And again, I've got 18. Yeah, I could go like rabbit, horse, and then try to call later. If I get the cat again, I can't do a single other thing. Well, yeah, what if... what if I get the rabbit? That's 7. The horse, that's 10. Discard everybody. I'm just going to like kind of dig... Oh, wait, no, what am I doing? Mike, stop being an idiot. Remember that in the solo game, I was thinking competitively for a second. In a solo game, the deck is my timer. Discarding cards and refilling is bad for me. So what if I just get the rabbit and then call something? Or get the cat, because the cat is going to be really solid. Oh, but the rabbit cannot be flipped. So besides, he kind of combos with the elephant in two good ways. So okay, I'm going to get the rabbit. I could get the horse and just not discard anything. But nah, let's keep culling. All right, so dragonfly is usually going to be maxed out at 2, maybe 3. Snails more consistently 2. Let's call this guy. So that was, 12 money. Didn't even spend all of it. Oh well. And I wouldn't mind if something came above the cat. Nope, it's a stupid dog. So ostrich and cat go away. Oh, we got another rabbit. That part's good. And another dog. That part's not really. Yeah, definitely want to buy that rabbit. Come on, elephant. Don't be a jerk. Okay. Yeah, well, that worked. Hey, the rabbit could have stacked on whoever the elephant flipped, but he tries to flip the previous card, but it can't be flipped. So I'm getting max value here. 4, 7, 14, 16, 22. Remember, 30 is a win, but if the deck runs out, it's a loss. Oh, and you use your little cards here that are also reminders of play to show you how much you have. 22. Okay, so the rabbit's a no-brainer. That leaves me with 12. Do I want the horse or do I want to call? I think I want to. Well, actually, that's right. The rabbits can stack on each other now. So maybe yeah, sure. I'll buy the horse, but I'm not going to use his power. I'm not going to discard anything. Wait, I'm cheating. I'm cheating because that's 25 and I had 22. I could get another camel. They're already worth 4. I guess it is literally the same as the horse because at this point, nobody's going to beat me. So sure, we'll do that. All right. We got a bear who's definitely about to be discarded and a donkey instead of a dog getting discarded. Get out of here, dog. You're just muddying up my options. Alrighty. 30 is looking a little tough right now. Camel. Okay, good. I got a rabbit for another rabbit to stack. So that rabbit goes on top. And elephant. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is like max value, except I didn't get the butterfly, who's the same as a snail. That's fine. Yeah, so this is literally the most I can make right now, which is still probably not enough. 4, 8, 12, 15, 18, 25, 27. Ooh, it's close. But I'm not really getting the big boys I need to seal the deal here. So let's see. The monkey at 15 is a 3, but if he's in the upper row, he goes to the top, so he doesn't take up a space, kind of like the rabbits, but that's a 50-50 chance. The snake is pretty good early game, but right now he's trash. He calls the top card of your deck and then takes the top card from the Toon deck onto him, so he could randomly add the best card in the game. All right, let's buy a monkey, cull a snail. I don't know. Really wish I had that cat now because he'd be a straight up 7 without the negatives of the elephant. Okay, we refill. Another rabbit. I love that. I love that. But these both go away. And we got a rooster, and we got another monkey. Okay. All I want is the rabbit, really. All right, come on. Elephant. Oh, that's great. Okay, now the rabbit can stack. Okay, this is going to be good. I just want to get higher value. All right, well, I didn't get the monkey, and he wouldn't have used his power anyway. So 7, 10, 13, 17, 21, 25, 27. Oh, same thing. Gosh darn it. All right, well, the big winner here is clearly the rabbit. So that's 4, which could by itself push me to 30. Because I just got 27. One more rabbit stack and will push me to 30. Do I want to cull anything? I mean, I could theoretically fit all of these if the monkey comes out early. But I could also cull the butterfly to be safe. Could also buy something new like the monkey. But that might backfire if he's not in the top row. Because look at the rooster. Every single card I own, except the monkey, is a 13 or lower. So the rooster would be basically, oh man, that would count each rabbit as well. So he could be like an 8 or a 9. Let's go for him. Let's go for him and just hope I draw enough. Okay, we got to refill. I did buy 2, which does kind of, oh my gosh. Yeah, I was about to say it makes time short. Yes, it does, because there's 1 card left. So there's it. It doesn't matter what I can buy, even that new rabbit. That looks nice. I certainly have the possibility here. I don't know what the elephant's going to do. I don't know what all the rabbits are going to do. I don't know if the monkey's going to come out in the right place. But I have the tools in my pile to maybe get to 30. Here we go. Butterfly, you're not a great start. Okay, having a rabbit, that's cool. Have another rabbit, that's great. Having a third rabbit, love all of that. Having a camel, but not an elephant, not loving that. Monkey in the bottom row, gosh darn it. Elephant killing the monkey, gosh darn it. And a camel. I don't think I'm going to make it, am I? Gosh, it was so close. 2, 5, 8, 11, 15, 19, 26. That would have only been 29. If it had been like this, then I would have got the friggin' rooster, who would have been worth 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, well, yeah. Coulda, woulda, shoulda, Mike. So overall, what do I think about Fliptoons? I think this one is great. I've been having an awesome time with it. It does remind me a lot of two different games. The first one being Challengers, which is the auto battler where you're flipping at cards against each other and then recruiting cards each round. Definitely a lot of vibes there. I mean, I know the competition is not as direct because it's not like trying to exactly beat one player over the other, but putting out your cards and the combos sometimes happening and sometimes not is very Challengers-esque. It also reminds me a bit of Quacks of Quedlinburg, in that your success in one round becomes kind of your purchasing power in the next round, and the deck building combos and all of that. It also has a little bit of Quacks and Challengers problems, that there can be a runaway leader issue, that there is a heck of a lot of luck in what order things come out in. And even more so here, there's a lot of luck in which cards come out to be drafted. Because sometimes one player will finish their turn, you'll fill in the next card, and it'll be the exact thing that perfectly matches the strategy the next player is already going for. I think that's even more the case in the solo mode, where, first of all, I think there are fewer combos that are viable than in the multiplayer play. That's just going to happen kind of naturally. And also, some games, good combos will come up early, some games they won't. Sometimes your cards will come out and you'll have enough money, sometimes they won't. So, it's a very light experience, but it's also a very quick experience. It's faster than Quacks, it's faster than Challengers even. I mean, not one fight of Challengers, but a full tournament. So that puts it quite a bit higher in my estimation. It's a smaller game than either of those, it's a faster game than either of those, it's a lighter game, and it's great for what it is. So that was Fliptoons, mainly its solo mode, but competitive play is great. And I hope that was helpful. Thanks for watching, and a special thank you to our biggest Patreon supporters, J. William F., Steve Wren, KCW, Andrew R., and Chris C. We'll see you at the next stop.